Welcome to the Lockdown 2.0 trail check, where we're going to revisit a few old trails. Today we're riding a massive trail in the snow on the side of the mountain, based down in Langeron, which is down in the southern part of Spain. So this is for all the riders out there looking for new trails to ride in 2021 and beyond, and who are bored out of their minds during lockdown. Oh yeah, just loving this. Woo! That's heart in the mouth stuff, that is. Oh, she is technical, she is technical. What a trail this is. It is a massive descent. And they had a bit of snow the night before, as you can see. Pretty deep in places. But what was pretty sketchy about it was there's hidden rocks underneath some of the snow, so you might not see it. It's all completely buried. You might try and pull out your front wheel. But the beginning of this trail it's got a massive sort of cliff drop to the right, you can see. So we are taking it super steady. This is some serious trail. I don't know what I was thinking here while I'm picking up the bike. So basically if my feet slip out, then it's game over. I don't know what I was thinking. Whoa. Do you not want to slip down there?
I'm hanging on to my bike to be alive.
Blood on the trail. That's not a good sign. Who's bleeding then?
Huh?
Who's bleeding?
Blood,
Some
an animal, yeah. I thought it was what it was. Blood,
Who died? Who died on the trail?
some poor little marmot or something.
Right, just try.
Whoa! That's where the old bird is out of her prime. Those tight switchbacks. On this Spain trip, all the trails are just littered with these real tight little switchbacks. Super tricky. Yeah, boy! I mean, when do you get to ride stuff like this? It's such a novelty. I don't think we realised how good it actually was at the time. It's always one of those things you look back on and it's just, wow, you can see yourself how good it was. You! Hopefully I got that little race shot on camera.
Yeah. I was inspired by Matt, so Matt
It's hard not to get carried away, isn't it?
I'm sorry for you that I didn't have a GoPro. That was sick. Drifting all the corners.
Oh, it's a good time. You can't help but drift it. Oh!
You got a bar spin, right? Yeah, lucky bar spin.
This bit was just absolute pinball alley. Just riding along, hoping the front wheel don't get swiped from you. Oh, here we go. Oh, what the hell? This ride's got it all. It's all time, isn't it? Never ridden anything like it. Easy. got a few little climbs on this trail, but the majority of it's all downhill. We're talking almost like, I think it's over 1,000 metres of descent in this trail.
Very good.
There's normally a big waterfall here. Well, once I've been here a few times, and sometimes there is and sometimes there isn't. So I think they must like turn the water on or something.
From this point on the trail you can let the brakes off a bit more, not so much of the exposure on the side. And it's kind of like ride what you see, really. One thing that you can't really get across in this video is just how remote this trail is. You literally are out in the middle of nowhere. Like this building up here on the left is someone's home. And they're just literally up there on their own.
Oh, God.
It's crazy how remote it feels. But almost all of these little buildings have their own guard dog as well. So you do have to just kind of commit and just get away from them as quick as you can. Is there anything up here? Should I go ahead and what do you reckon?
Yeah, you can do, yeah.
Guess going down the gully. If you see this gully bit here, maybe at the end of that we'll go down there and like cut it up the snow or something.
Up on that
Take the
bank?
snow back, yeah.
Yeah! So part of my job for this trip was obviously to document the whole thing, so it meant trying to find good bits of trail, go ahead, get the footage. And you can see the whole edit over on the channel. It was released a few years ago.
You okay?
All this got compacted into like a 10-minute, 12-minute video.
Can't we on a rock? Go on, after you. You're on the upper then.
If you ain't falling, you ain't trying. Oh, the surface is so loose. Like these big old boulders, a little bit like the Lake District you've ever ridden there. Loose boulders. Proper burly trail. So with trails like this, there's no sort of manicured line, there's sort of just rough outback trails, so you do get these awkward little rocks that probably shouldn't be there, or if they're in a bike park they'd be pulled aside. They can catch you out. This is where it starts getting really rough, and the old Trek Remedy was just on its limit, just getting absolutely obliterated. Woo-hoo! Whoa. At this point I was giving it everything I had to try and hang on to Chris's back wheel up front, and it just way overriding the bike. just battering the thing. Such a fun trail though, because you've got to be on your board, on the top of your game the whole way. You can't make any mistakes.
Good?
Sometimes you just have to spot a line, just commit to it and just hope you make it out the other side. And also you've got these sort of sharp little hairpins that come out of nowhere, so you'll be tanking it in and then all of a sudden you'll just be caught off guard. Awkward little corner. Done me. Let's not forget to mention that the shuttle track for this backs onto the villa. So you literally drive from their villa up onto this track, and you've got access to this trail and loads of others. I mean, how good is that? Right on the doorstep.
So if you're wondering what bike to bring out here, bring a big travel enduro rig if you can, because this 140 is on its limit. Look at that!
It's funny how you do get used to it though. Throughout the week staying with Ride Southern Spain, you get used to a bit of exposure. And it's worth noting that not all the trails there have exposure like this.
Yep.
Lost a spoke. Coming into the home stretch now. The wrists, the arms, everything is just being rattled to bits. The bike, I mean, it feels like it's about to fall apart. As Andy says, the owner of Ride Southern Spain, it's just an all-out bike and body tester.
Oh, so technical.
If you're enjoying watching this trail and you haven't seen the full edit, I'd highly recommend it. I actually think it's probably one of my best videos that I've ever done. And it was one of my first proper edits. Spent about a week or so putting it together.
Oh.
And it was all about a week at Ride Southern Spain, condensed down into like a little 10-12 minute edit. I'll leave a link to that down in the description, you know the drill.
That was intense.
What, those last corners?
Just
yeah.
the whole thing.
Oh
Just,
yeah.